All right, happy Sunday. Here is video one of Trained, Not Strained. The first thing we're going to talk about today is stimulus. So, what is stimulus? We talk about it sometimes in class, like what you should be feeling. Um, that's essentially what a stimulus is. So, what should you be feeling? How many reps should you be able to complete unbroken? How long should the whole Metcon take you? And if you fall within the stimulus or the parameters that we set, then that physical adaptation will occur. Okay, so some days physical adaptation might be staying in a fat burning zone. Sometimes it might be heading into that red to training anaerobic.
Cool. So to kind of go with an example of something like in the red anaerobic, let's take a really classic hero workout, DT. Done it a few times here. So 5 rounds, deadlifts, hang power cleans, push jerks, all weight. It is very intense, so we have a couple different time categories to follow along with. The first being short, medium, and long. And so DT would fall under a very short-term workout where the goal is to push our abilities in that small amount of time. You're going to notice your lungs really hurting after the end of a workout like DT, whereas if we have a medium-length workout, we're going to kind of get a mixture of all things. We're going to be sweaty, our lungs are going to hurt, our muscles are going to fatigue. And then when we get into those longer workouts, when we're moving in a steady rhythm the whole time, you're probably going to notice how sweaty you are first and foremost. You shouldn't really notice your lungs burning at all, and your muscles might be a little sore, but really the sweat is what you'll feel most in yourself in the long days, okay? You get these ideas of anaerobic versus aerobic, just means without the use of as much oxygen and with oxygen. So the lungs burn when we're anaerobic, we're sweaty when we're aerobic.
All right, so we're going to put this to reality. So Monday, we are going to build to a heavy snatch complex. So each rep of the snatch complex should not last us more than 30 seconds. That puts us in the short time domain. We're going to feel that heart rate go up. You might see that heart rate go up after you set your bar down. Then moving into the workout. So this workout is very DT-ish, but we're snatching. So again, this is a 10-minute workout, so it should feel fast. It falls within our short time domain, and we should feel our lungs. So you should feel out of breath more than muscle fatigue. And then for those of you who have heart rate monitors, we want to be in that 85% plus range. Okay, so we should feel our lungs burning, not our muscle fatigue. That means we should choose a weight that we can keep moving continuously. So we're taxing our lungs.
Moving to day 2, we're going to kind of settle back down in intensity. We're actually going to start with 5 sets of 8 strict press with dumbbells, so 8 each arm for 5 sets. And this is going to be for a muscle building exercise, meaning the 8 reps that we do, you should be able to complete them every single time, and rep 1 should have the same speed and proper form as rep 8, so that we get the right amount of muscle growth. If we're struggling to lock out, rep 7, rep 8 is too heavy. And then when we move to the conditioning piece, we've got some body weight movements, and the goal is to move at a steady pace for a good amount of time. When we finish a workout like this, we should notice how sweaty we are, seeing how much sweat we have coming off of our body. And our lungs shouldn't feel like they're burning. And so when we finish the workout, pay attention to your lungs, pay attention to your sweat. And then for those of you with the monitors and you're checking that as we go through the workout, we're trying to stay between 70 and 80% of our heart rate. And this lets us lay down a base. You build on an aerobic base. And when we do things that require a long amount of effort, a Saturday workout, a hero workout that's 45, 60 minutes long, having a really good aerobic base allows you to do the extra strong continual movement much better.
All right, moving into Wednesday. So we have chest to bar, rowing, kettlebell swings, and thrusters. So this is going to be a medium to long time domain for our workout. We want to think about having limited rest. Our heart rate should be anywhere between that 70 and 85% zone. And we're thinking about testing our recovery. So we're going to use, bless you, Morgan. We're going to use your strengths to slow down so that you can improve your weaknesses. So what does that look like? Instead of going super, super hard on your row, you're going to think about slowing that down so that you can take big sets of chest to bar. Okay? And keeping that in mind.
Kind of thinking about when we finish the workout. So we have it set up 2 separate couplets, row and skill. And then we go 2 weighted movements. You're going to find, as you, the individual, you might have a certain strength of these 4 movements and a weakness. And the goal is to use your strength as the thing that lets you slow your heart rate back down. You find comfort in that movement. So when you come to the movement that's not your strength, and it's a very large amount of volume, you're able to give a lot of attention and effort to it. And then we fall back into our strength that lets us, again, comfort ourselves. So when we finish this workout, we're probably going to be a decent amount of sweaty because it's a little longer. We also should notice the muscle fatigue that goes with things like pull-ups and thrusters. And so we're going to be getting a really well-rounded workout on Wednesday.
All right, stay tuned for video number 2.